guys. Thanks for coming, as usual. Obviously, not the outcome or the way I want us to play today. Purdue's good. You got to play better than that. We don't turn the ball over generally. We average 10 turnovers a game. We had 12 in the first half. It's not the way to play against a team like Purdue. We got to get more guys on the same page. Got to get healthy. And just have to play better. They're an excellent team, and I got to do a better job getting these guys ready. We had 2 good days of practice. We were locked in. I thought we were. Just got off to a bad start. Never could catch up after that. So.
Question. Steve and then Jared.
Steve, for 8 years, the hallmark of your teams have been toughness and effort. Are you concerned about this team's toughness and effort?
Well, I'm concerned, about a lot of things. But we've shown signs of, that this year of being tough and the effort. We got this game to, 4 points, 5 points, was it? 46-41 after not playing well at all. And we got the Wisconsin game after not playing well, got it to 3 points with, I think, 9 minutes left. And then we don't finish. Like, we don't do the things that we need to do, and we don't make the big plays. So we got to figure that part out most definitely. And, we are getting a little bit better. I mean, it's a good offensive team. We held them to, I think, a season low from 3. Like we did some things defensively, but our offense was not, didn't put us in a position today to, to get this thing done. So, we plug one hole sometimes and then another one opens up, and we got to become more consistent for sure. And I got to get us playing at a high, actually, got a really good team coming in at UCLA. So we don't have a long time to figure it out, but we got to figure it out quickly.
Jerry and then Brian. Steve, how healthy is Dylan? Where is he relative to where he was on Monday?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a journey. He practiced yesterday, so that was really the first practice that he's had. So he's still a work in progress. He's tough. We got to get him back to, it's a tough thing when you don't practice for 7 days, your conditioning, your timing, all those things. So I was proud that he gave it, a hard effort today, and hopefully he'll just continue to, feel more like himself. But it's been a little bit of a journey here the last week or so.
Brian.
Steve, this is the second straight wire-to-wire loss, another slow start. Why do you think you guys aren't playing well at the beginning, and do you feel like guys are tuning you out? Like, what do you think the concern is with the slow starts?
No, I mean, we just didn't get off to the start. No, they're practice. They do a good job. They work. I think when you turn the ball over alarmingly the first, 6 or 7 possessions of the game, just put yourself in a little bit of a bind, and that's not how you want to start a game like this. But we fought back and we got this thing to a reasonable number against a really good team. I mean, obviously, that point guard is special. I mean, he controlled the basketball game. I watched the film. They all did. We knew how good he was, but he's a veteran guy, and I thought single-handedly he really, just did an unbelievable job of keeping us at bay and scoring when he needs to score, getting the ball to people. But, we got to play better, 100%, and we got to play better from the start, but we got to finish better too. So it's not just the start of the game. It's, we cut it, and we got a chance to win, and we got to figure out a way to win on either side of the ball, whether it's our defense getting a little bit better or our offense, get it back to where it is. I mean, we average, I think it was our lowest output scoring-wise, and they really don't play like that. They're really good defensively and all that, but they don't steal pass. They're not one of those teams, and we just turned the basketball over an alarming amount of times today, and we needed to get shots up, at the rim. They're going to score points. That's what they are as a program.
Coach, tonight, you guys, you guys had a bunch of people running the floor, due to Dylan's health a bit, right?
Yeah.
With that being said, you guys get the 12 turnovers in the first half. But with that said, you guys still keep the score within a 10-point deficit. Despite not playing well, what does that say about this team's ceiling potential?
I tell these guys all the time, so they average 77.4, 65 is our speed limit. We certainly, we're able to kind of do the job, on that end. But, we just got to, be more consistent. On both ends of the floor, we practice. I like this team. These guys are tough as nails. I mean, Cuff is playing. This guy does a lot of things for us. He's got to get everyone on the same page. And we got to do it soon, too. This is a big boy league, and it's a 40-minute league, and, you got to be good on both ends of the floor, and then you got to fight through some adversity. Like, during the game, there's always adversity. This isn't a league where you get big leads. We gotta continue to, fight through the obstacles that come about in the game, and tonight we just didn't,
Obviously, you guys cut it to 5, and it was kind of the last 3 games now. You've came back, made it a tight game, and you weren't able to get over the hump.
Yeah.
What's kind of stopping you guys from getting over that mark, and how do you keep these runs going to the end of the game?
I mean, you got to figure out those things, but it's not one thing you can pinpoint. I mean, first game we didn't rebound against Indiana. This game we turned the basketball over. Just have to do a better job in all aspects. And I got to get these guys locked in and believe in. When you work your tail off and get a game to 4 points, you know what I mean? Like, that's when you got to capitalize. And, we got to make some timely plays. We got to make some timely stops, and we haven't been able to do that. We miss a layup, and then they go down and get hit a 3. You know what I mean? So the games change within, a possession or two. And, that happened again tonight, and it happened the other night. We got it close, and then we miss a good opportunity, miss a free throw, and then they come down into the 3 and then separate us again, and then we're climbing that wall again. So, it's not one thing. We just got to play better. I got to coach better, and we got to do a better job. This is a great league with terrific teams, so you got to win the game. Teams aren't going to not show up. We got to win the game.
Coach, you made the swap before the game to start Lathan Somerville in place of Emmanuel Agbole. They both ended up playing about 20 minutes. How do you feel about how that decision went and the play from both of them
we're
tonight?
just, Lathan's been pretty consistent, for us, and I thought the matchups tonight were, he's more of a 4-man. They're bigs, so I thought Lathan's footwork and what have you, and he's, he earned that opportunity. But I like the way he responded coming off the bench, playing hard and that kind of thing. Those guys work, and they got to keep competing for their time.
When Matt Painter was up here, he was talking about how hard it is to instill culture in the landscape with roster turnover. Steve, how much of your culture do you feel like you'll be able to instill to this point in this team?
Yeah, I mean, these guys are great. They could tell you that more. You just have, it's a newly assembled team, so the experiences of the past, they don't have that kind of experience. But this group comes, and I mean, if you were at practice yesterday, you would be like, this group is ready. And the day before, they were great in practice, and so we're trying to instill that kind of toughness down the stretch, the rebounding. We're getting a little bit better in that area, and I think we've made, turned. But you can't rebound turnovers. So, like I said to our guys, we would have had 4 or 5 more offensive rebounds if we got 4 or 5 more shots up at the rim, that type of thing. But it's still a work in progress. It's a little bit harder. Jay Mike kind of gets it, and Jay will, even though he played a little bit of the season. But they're starting to learn, and these guys, he's getting better defensively. He's doing some things, too, that he wasn't doing earlier on in the year. So, we're working on it, Jay. We're working on it. Not easy in this day and age.
Sorry. Steve, you guys are 8-8 at the midway point of the
No doubt.
as the tournament is far.
Yeah.
You have 2 really high NBA prospects on your team.
Yeah.
Do you worry that as the losses rack up, their eyes start to wander towards their future? And
I worry about UCLA. We're playing a ranked team and getting these guys to play really well. These guys are terrific. I mean, I've talked to everybody from everywhere, and we just need to figure out a way. There's a lot of season left, I will tell you that. I know people make decisions of the NCAA tournament, like teams are out now and teams are in. I've been on both ends of the spectrum. We were the last one in one year, and we were the first one out one year. One year with Moat Mag, we were already in, then he got hurt, and then we were out. So I think people talk about some teams that are in right now that may not be in at the end of the year, and some teams they're not talking about may be in. And there's still a lot of season left. This is an unbelievable league, unbelievable opportunities left, and we got to keep getting better and focus on that. I've been on losing streaks in this league. It's nothing new. When I took this job, I think it was a 30-year NCAA drought in 38 years and then when we finally got in, and COVID took it away from us too. So I'm well aware of how hard it is to get into the NCAA tournament. It is hard, and a lot of things have to go your way, but you got to win games, and that's where it is. But luckily, Selection Sunday is 66 days from now, and it's not today. So, with these guys, if they keep fighting, they get some opportunities, and you can turn your season around quickly too. So, that's what I'm looking forward to doing. But it is a hard job to get teams to the NCAA tournament. Let me tell you, I did at Stony Brook, first ever. And taking this one here, and then COVID ended it, and we're in, we're out, we're on. I don't worry. I worry about UCLA. I worry about these guys getting better, and our team playing well, because you got to earn your way into the tournament. It's not what predictions. It's not at the beginning of the year. You got to go through the journey, and then at the end, they tell you if you're in, and that's how it kind of works.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it.